destination.
From ONN, this is Hollywood Casinos On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Here are your hosts, Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas.
Welcome to On the Money, live from the Memorial. I am Dave Biddle, joined by Scotty Vegas. We have producer Cam Taylor at the controls. Another beautiful day out here, Scotty. What a scene. How you doing this morning, my friend?
I'm sitting next to you at the Memorial Tournament, so I am doing spectacular, Dave. And we got to tell people, though, that it's a good thing that we are good at golf betting because we are not good at actual putting. Because we wanted to do a little promo video before the show started. And so, of course, you and I put a little bit of money on the line of who could make the putt or at least get the putt closest. And it was a 10-footer on the little practice green out here at Muirfield Village, and you and I both couldn't even keep the ball on the green. And so, we've already lost our first bet today, which was could we get a putt in the hole or at least close to the hole.
Now, in fairness to you, you are a good golfer. That green was rough. It's like if you don't make it, it's going off the green.
Yeah, it was kind of like a putt-putt type situation where, you know, there was a windmill and people were yelling at you and all kinds of funny things. But that was the way to start the day. But really, the way to start the day is to be out here at Muirfield Village because the weather is absolutely perfect for a Sunday final round day.
And, you know, if you're coming here and, you know, you're not exactly sure where you're going to park, make sure you do a little research. I don't want you going in the wrong way. And the good men and women in our local police department here, they don't need to deal with any issues with people pulling in. So my first time ever here, Scotty makes it seem easy. Just do this. So I punch it in my Google Maps, and I'm following it. Boom, boom, boom. Ends up a cop stops me. He's like, "You can't be back here."
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
So the amazing part of this,
and then we were joking. This cop could not have been cooler. We're joking about we don't need any more incidents with people pulling in to golf tournaments
with celebrities and cops.
The best thing, well, not celebrities, but just golf tournaments. And then the best thing about, I'm getting ready to tell you about it. You were behind me when all this was happening.
It was,
and like a good friend, you're calling me to tell me that I was pulling in the wrong way. No, you're like, he'll figure it out.
This was one of the joys. Okay, I see the Xterra 2 cars ahead of me, and I'm like, I'm pretty darn sure that's Dave trying to pull in the wrong way into the clubhouse here, going down the wrong way on a one-way, and I'm like, you know what, boy, that's something. And then I pull up to the gate, and then there's multiple security officers saying, hey, green Xterra. It went in the wrong way. What's going on? We need to stop it. Hold up, sir. Hold up. We got a situation. And I'm like, what? Oh, that's Dave. That is Dave going through the wrong way into Muirfield Village. But it is your first time.
Yes.
And this is my 13th year out here. And every single year, it just keeps getting better and better, Dave. The weather perfect this year. The golf so much fun. I've had a great opportunity to follow Scotty on multiple holes. And what a first 3 days it's been for Scotty Scheffler.
No doubt about it. He is your runaway favorite right now, although Colin Morikawa is lurking. But the betting odds right now, Scotty Scheffler minus 550 to win the Memorial for the first time. Number 2, Colin Morikawa 10-1 to win the Memorial for the first time. Although he has won on this course, but not the actual Memorial Tournament. Sepp Straka 18-1, Adam Hadwin 25-1, Xander 30-1, Oberg 40-1, and then a huge jump to number 7, Rory 125-1. Can anybody except for Scotty or Colin win this tournament?
I don't believe so. And if we're looking at percentage chances, look, yesterday you and I were texting back and forth saying, is there any value on the board of anyone outside of Scotty Scheffler? And Scotty bogeys 18 yesterday and gets in at 10 under, and Colin got in a little bit earlier at 6 under. And Colin Morikawa is someone who has played so well here that you and I we were looking at Colin Morikawa before the week even started. At 14-1, it was like, okay, I like the value with Morikawa. And then he gets in, and he has kind of a good first round and then a mediocre second round, but he played spectacular yesterday. To go bogey-free, just think about that, to go a bogey-free round yesterday yesterday with the conditions as tough as they were to get in at 6 under and 4 back of Scotty. And I think this is key. I think the fact that he is now in the final group playing with Scotty is a huge advantage for him. So he's 4 shots back. I know that Adam Hadwin and Sepp Straka are also 4 shots back. I don't believe that either one of them can chase Scotty Scheffler down. But this is interesting, Dave. In the history of the Memorial Tournament, after 54 holes, there have been 2 times where a player was 5 shots back and came back and won the tournament. And that was the last time that happened was in 2002 with Jim Furyk, and it happened in 92 with David Edwards. But there's actually been 7 instances where a guy has been 4 shots back, headed into the final round, and won the tournament. And that includes Patrick Cantlay in 2019. That includes Jason Duffner in 2017. So it's been done where you're 4 back. The problem is, those guys weren't chasing world number 1, world beater, Scotty Scheffler. That's the difference today. Scotty's game is just incredible. It's going to take an unbelievable effort for Morikawa to do it.
What's amazing, Scott, is he has struggled on the par 5s. If he can do his thing on the par 5s today, he might run away with it. But if Colin early on can cut it down to 3 strokes all of a sudden. Now, Scotty, it seems like nothing bothers him at all. So maybe it wouldn't bother him at all. He seems like the most mentally tough person that I've ever seen. Morikawa is very mentally tough too, but it's going to be key for Colin early to at least cut into that lead.
Absolutely.
If Scotty extends it, look out.
Well, and Dave, one other thing about this as far as the final round. Remember, Scotty Scheffler had a triple bogey yesterday on 9, right? So if you could just kind of hang around there here at Muirfield Village, there are high scores out there, right? Look at Victor Hovland yesterday, where he was playing so well. He was 7 under going into the back 9 on Saturday. And you know how he finished his day? He finished his day at 1 under. So 6 over on the back. He shot us 42. So there are holes out there that are just absolutely ridiculously tough. So hang in there if you're calling Morikawa. You're 4 back. It feels like a lot. You know what? I mean, look, Scotty Scheffler had 1 hole where he had a triple bogey. And there's multiple holes out there where you could see doubles and triples. So, hang in there if you're calling Morikawa. And Morikawa has the game to absolutely get it done. He won the workday here in 2020.
Yes, he did, and then he went on to win the PGA later that year. Yes, so it'll be interesting. Hopefully, for our sake, Scheffler can get it done.
Now, if we had to put a percentage chance for these guys, so for me, just based on odds and looking at everything, I would say it's about a 90% chance in my mind that Scotty Scheffler gets it done and wins, and then I would give Colin about an 8% chance of winning this thing.
That follows the odds. I mean, if you follow the odds, 10-1 basically means he has a 10% chance.
Close to, yeah. So I would say it's even less than that. I would say you're looking at maybe 8%, and then I would give the field, and we're talking about Hadwin and Sepp Straka or a Xander to make a huge run. I would put that percentage at about 2%. But to me, I think if you want to bet anyone other than Scotty, I think Colin Morikawa is the guy.
Up next, we're going to talk even more about the Memorial on the money.
More of Hollywood Casinos on the money. On the money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Coming up on ONN.
Hey friends, Brandon Beam here for Truehold. If you had a crystal ball, you wouldn't agonize over when to sell your home. You would just ask these questions. Should I sell when my home's value is sky high? Or wait and hope that the bottom doesn't drop out of the housing market? The thing is, I'm not ready to move. You don't need a crystal ball with Truehold's Sell and Stay program. You can literally sell now and stay in your home as long as you'd like. When you sell your home to Truehold for its best current value, you can fully cash out on your home's equity, and you can stay in your home as long as you want with an easy, affordable lease. Truehold pays property taxes, insurance, and all the maintenance and upkeep, too. Truehold unlocks your wealth without uprooting your life. You can get an offer now while your home's value is sky high and use the money to secure your retirement, pay off bills, or finance your dreams. It's your money. Do whatever you want with it. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's best value without moving. Again, that's Truehold.com.
Father's Day is Sunday, June 16th, and you'll find super savings for super dads with one stop at Meijer. Get a great price on grilling favorites like certified Angus beef boneless ribeye steak and pick up bulk large sweet cherries for $2.99 per pound. Plus, shoes for the family are buy one, get one for $1. Shop Father's Day deals and the same low Meijer prices online and in-store. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in the Meijer app.
Thinking of popping the question? Diamonds Direct has an offer you can't miss. This month only, buy a natural diamond engagement ring of 1 carat plus and receive a free natural 1 carat diamond tennis bracelet valued at $2,000. Imagine giving her the ring of her dreams and her wedding gift all at once. No one provides education, selection, and value like Diamonds Direct. Your chance to get a free tennis bracelet from your friends at Diamonds Direct won't last long. Details at diamondsdirect.com.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
Ready to be the change and have a positive impact on your community? Consider joining the Columbus Division of Police. Starting pay is $70,000 plus, growing to 6 figures after 4 years of service. We offer paid vacations, paid holidays, and health insurance. Do you aspire to complete your degree? We offer 100% tuition reimbursement after you complete your first year of service. Contact the CPD recruiting unit at jobs@columbuspolice.org or apply online at columbus.gov/government/jobs. The City of Columbus is an equal opportunity employer.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Now back to Hollywood Casinos on the money. On the money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
From ONN.
Thank you for making On the Money part of your Sunday. It's our job to try and help make you money on this Sunday. And I got to tell you guys, yesterday, while the Memorial Tournament's going on, I'm trying to look ahead to next week's U.S. Open and kind of do some scouting and trying to figure out exactly what odds and players that I want to take for next week's U.S. Open. And when I start to do that, I'm looking at Scotty Scheffler at the start of the day, and he was more than 4-1 to win the U.S. Open next week. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty enticing right there. And then Scotty is going on his run in the front on the front nine here at the Memorial Tournament, and then I see well, that 4-1 is gone. It is now 3-1 to win the U.S. Open. So it's incredible because those are the kind of odds that you would see with Tiger Woods when Tiger Woods wins in his prime. A guy going into a major championship at 3-1 is just unheard of. It's absolutely ridiculous. But that's where we are with Scotty Scheffler. He has a 4-shot lead heading into Sunday here, and we've kind of talked about the odds going into Sunday here, where right now Scotty Scheffler minus 550 to get things done here at Muirfield Village. Colin Morikawa, 4 shots back, played well, bogey-free yesterday. He's 10-1. Sepp Straka is 18-1. He's 4 shots back. Adam Hadwin, 25-1. And then I think you can kind of draw the line. I don't think we're going to see anyone more than 4 shots back chase down Scotty Scheffler today. But, Dave, when we were kind of handicapping this tournament on Wednesday, I'm just going to put it right out there. We were dead on. We said
on the money?
Yeah, we were on the money because we said Scotty Scheffler was the pick, right?
Yep.
He was plus 360. We said,
and you said Morikawa was one to watch out for at 14-1.
We said if we're looking for value picks, that Morikawa at 14-1 is the play. And we've got a final group today of Scotty Scheffler and Colin Morikawa. So we hit that. But I will tell you, in my advanced scouting for the U.S. Open betting for next week, there is still Colin Morikawa out there at 21-1 to win next week at the U.S. Open. And looking at the entire board, I think that's good value. I grabbed Morikawa yesterday at 21-1 to win the U.S. Open because I think right now he is the second hottest player on tour, right? He was right in there. He was in the final group at the Masters. He was right in there, played with Xander when Xander won at the PGA Championship. But to me, the value for next week is Colin Morikawa at 21-1. But good call by you. We did our draft on Wednesday night, and it seems obvious, but Scotty Scheffler at plus 360 was the right call.
We did a draft, and there's an old adage an old saying in gambling, never bet a man at his own game. Never bet a man at his own game, right? Your game is golf betting.
Yeah.
I thought I made the mistake of betting you, but I won the coin toss, I think, or the Ulysses toss.
The Ulysses
We
toss.
tossed a $50 bill. We didn't have any coins. So my team is Scotty Scheffler, Colin Morikawa. I got Hovland, Cantlay, Oberg, and Homa. Your team, Rory, Schauffele, JT, Cam Young, Fleetwood, and Matsuyama.
Yeah.
What do you have to say for yourself, sir?
I got to say, I wish I'd won that stupid $50 bill toss.
I got Morikawa, too. I mean, how do you explain yourself here?
Well, here's how I'll explain it. Going back in my head on Wednesday night, I had a bet on Morikawa to win the tournament, so I wanted to hedge with you.
You wanted to hedge on our draft?
And hedge on our draft. That's how I'll explain it away.
Someone's getting a little richer today. I might have to find one of... Do they sell these famous milkshakes that the players get?
Nope.
They don't even sell them.
No, sir.
I like that, actually.
Yep.
I mean, I'd prefer to actually try one.
There is a guy here that you and I both know that I'm hosting a show with from 11 to 1 that I can guarantee that can get you one.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to have him do that.
But,
I'm going to save my favors for I think that's so cool. The players love that. It's so unique. Jack, I love Jack Nicklaus for many, many reasons, and that's so cool. People are like, why the milkshakes? Yeah, I wanted to have what the guys want.
It's very cool.
It's so cool.
By the way, speaking of Jack, listening yesterday, because I was out here early and then getting the opportunity to watch the broadcast where Jack Nicklaus is on there. By the way, at 84 years old, he is spectacular on TV.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he was breaking down everything from the wind to the tree that was taken out on 18 to the greens. I mean, 84 years old, and I'm telling you, he would be the best golf analyst out there, right? Like, as far as TV goes. Like, it was just absolutely incredible. I couldn't get enough, Jack. And in fact, what went through my mind was, man, I wish Jack Nicklaus would actually be on TV during some of these majors, like to actually break down at Augusta National down the stretch, or out at the British Open or the Open Championship that's coming up next month. I would love that because, my gosh, he is spectacular on TV too.
I'm so glad you brought that up. That was like they had him on for over a half hour.
Yep.
And him and Jim Nance together. I mean, you've got like the best play-by-play guy, in my opinion.
Yes.
A legend in Jim Nance, and then the best golfer ever. I mean, in my opinion, definitely the best major champion ever. In my opinion, the best golfer ever. And I understand you can make an argument for Tiger, but so cool. One more thing about Jack that I knew they redid the course for the 2020 season. I didn't realize it was like he was already thinking the course was getting too easy. It was Cantlay hitting that under 19 to win in 2019. He immediately ripped up the course.
Yep.
The story was as soon as they were done on the front nine, going to the back nine, he had the people ripping up the front nine during the tournament. I absolutely love that. And it sure is not an easy tournament. Not going to be any more 19 unders.
And it's the perfect lead-in to the U.S. Open. I know there was so much talk about, moving back a week. A lot of people don't like that. I think that, there's been talk that Jack doesn't like being the week before the major. But I'll tell you, this is the perfect lead-in because now you have so much buzz in the golf world from this week, and now you'll lead into the U.S. Open next week. And I think, a lot of people were hesitant and were worried about that. Look, all the big names are here. Right? The amount of money that's on the line, you're going to get all of the top players here, and they're going to want to play at Jack's tournament. And so I think it's actually kind of worked the opposite. Instead of being a bad thing that it's the week before the major, I think it's been a great thing because now we're just going to fly right into U.S. Open week, which is fantastic.
If you could promise Jack the weather would always be like this, I think he'd be okay with it. He explained why. Like, he doesn't like that. He's doing it as a favor for the tour.
Yes.
The timing. He doesn't like it, and he explained why. He's like, when I was playing, I never played or very rarely played the week before a major. It's like, okay. So the best major champion ever doesn't like to play the week before a major. Might want to listen to him, but he's such a great guy. He is doing a favor for the tour. Up next is This or That on the Money.
This is Hollywood Casinos On the Money. On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
From ONN.
Do you want a job that is flexible, secure, and fun? It also offers excellent pay and is ranked as one of the best jobs in America, too. I'm talking about being a dental hygienist. And all you have to do is complete a 2-year program after high school. Visit ODA.org to learn more and to start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Do you have foot pain? Foot pain is not normal regardless of your age or job. Podiatric physicians are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet and can provide important foot care solutions or shoe inserts to better manage foot pain. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. We've been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. To find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
This is the sound of a popular American motorcycle. It's the sound of freedom, the open road, really good times. And this is what it sounds like with a drunk guy on it. How do you like the sound of that? Cops are cracking down on drunk motorcycle riders. If you ride drunk, you will get caught and you will get arrested. Drunk riding, over the limit, under arrest. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Transportation.
A healthy body needs good food. This summer, the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce is sponsoring Sun Meals, a summer food program where kids eat free. Children under 18 receive healthy meals and no sign-up is required. Locations may be right in your neighborhood. Call 1-866-348-6479 or visit education.ohio.gov/kidseat for meal locations and times. That's education.ohio.gov/kidseat.
Hey, I'm Ruben. My band and I have a new song we're getting ready to record this weekend. I'm also a tow truck driver. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I get to go home at the end of the day and see my bandmates.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. You're listening to Hollywood Casinos On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
On ONN.
Welcome back to On the Money, live from the Memorial Tournament here at Muirfield Village. Absolutely beautiful out here, weather-wise, and obviously the course itself. Just the whole scene is beautiful. Another thing that's beautiful is this or that. Hit it, Cam. All right, gents. You guys getting with being elite from the sand? Or are you guys getting with being elite from the rough? And not like even not necessarily like the deepest of the rough. Just,
Okay.
Maybe first cut, second cut at the most.
So I got to tell you, I hate the sand.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The rough. And I got the opportunity to play here on Media Day a couple months ago, and the rough here is different than any other course that you're going to be playing around Columbus. Like
it's not quite like
this is one where you just got to take a wedge. No, not quite Thornapple. This is one where you're taking a wedge and you're just hoping to advance the ball back out of the rough, right? Yeah. So it's a little different. But sand for me is a nightmare, and so I got to go. I would rather be elite out of the sand because I am so horrendous when I'm in the bunker. So give me the sand.
I am getting with I'd rather be. I'm surprised you said that. I thought this was going to be too easy. I'm getting with I'd rather be elite from the rough. I'm actually decent at chipping, and I'm okay at from the sand. Rough always gets me. And what's funny, and we're just talking about what we prefer.
Yeah.
You watch the pros. Most of them have no trouble in the sand unless it's unless it's being like blocked or like it's sitting weird. But I'm getting with. I would rather be elite from the rough. What do you say, Cam?
I'm going to have to agree with you, Dave. I'm not fairly good at golf, so I don't think it really matters, but I feel like I'm in the rough more than I'm in the sand, so that would probably be more helpful.
All right.
Drink, transfusion. Yep. You can play the whole thing, Cam. Come on.
So we always have a little joke. Who is going to talk over the sounder? And, of course, for me, it was me here out at Muirfield Village.
Scotty's first adult beverage is at 9:26 in the morning.
Exactly. All right, guys. So this works out perfectly because you're in long pants and I'm in shorts.
Ooh.
And this is a debate that actually we've had throughout the week where, by the way, on the Live Tour, the players are mostly wearing shorts when they play now. And as you know, on the PGA Tour, they're wearing long pants. And I kind of have made the argument that people should be able to wear shorts on the PGA Tour.
They're not allowed to wear shorts, or they just choose not to?
You're not allowed.
Not allowed? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Are you getting with the PGA Tour should allow shorts while you're golfing, or you like the tradition of they have to wear long pants?
Ooh, I'm just finding this out. I like the long pants. I think guys look better in them. I think the golfers enjoy. I think most of the guys, if you like, there'd be guys that would wear shorts for sure. I think most of the guys, they seem to really like the fashion aspect of it. Maybe sometimes a little too much, frankly. But no, I'm kidding. I like the long pants. I think it's a very, very classy look. I mean, I came out here and I said something to you like, seriously, man, you're wearing shorts out here? Come on. Dress up a little bit.
90% of the people are going to be in shorts out here.
It's my first time, so I dressed up a little bit for my standards. But I'm getting with long pants.
Cam?
I think that the option should be there. I'm always about giving people options to let them do what they want. So I think it'd be fine if some people were wearing shorts, other people can wear pants if they want to.
All right, Cam, what's yours?
So, the home teams both won Game 1 in the NBA and Stanley Cup Finals pretty handedly as well. So, you guys going with the Mavs or the Oilers have a better chance to win their series?
I'm getting with the Oilers. The odds are better. Hockey's weird like that, man. A team can look like dominant one game, and then the next team can look dominant. And then the Oilers are very talented. Now, the Panthers are really good. They've got Bob. They're physical. I'm getting with the Oilers have a better chance than the Mavs.
That's a great question, Cam. And look, after watching Game 1 in the NBA Finals, gosh, it's so hard for me right now to get with Dallas coming back and actually winning this series. Now, I think they'll win a game. I think they might win 2 games. But to actually go ahead and win this series, I can't get with that. So give me the NHL. I think that's the better chance of the comeback than the NBA.
Cam, did you give your answer? I'm sorry.
Oh, I apologize. I think I'm rooting for the Mavs, but I think Connor McDavid, the just how well the Oilers can play, maybe they have a better shot. But goalie Bob looked pretty unstoppable last night.
What do you think about doing another segment of this or that?
Let's do it.
That's coming up next on The Money.
More of Hollywood Casinos on the money. On the money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Coming up on ONN.
There's a little slice of heaven in a country road's escape. Pure perfection in the form of uncrowded nature. Over 1.5 million acres of parks and public lands. From mountain biking to stargazing. Churning white water to quiet trout streams far off the grid. Almost heaven is down to earth in West Virginia. Plan your getaway now at wvtourism.com.
Ready to be the change and have a positive impact on your community? Consider joining the Columbus Division of Police. Starting pay is $70,000 plus, growing to 6 figures after 4 years of service. We offer paid vacations, paid holidays, and health insurance. Do you aspire to complete your degree? We offer 100% tuition reimbursement after you complete your first year of service. Contact the CPD recruiting unit at jobs@columbuspolice.org or apply online at columbus.gov/government/jobs. The City of Columbus is an equal opportunity employer.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America NA, member FDIC.
The The countdown to Miss Twin Peaks 2024 is on, and voting for Miss Popular is officially live. Head over to MissTwinPeaks2024.com to learn more about the contest and cast your 5 votes for your favorite Twin Peaks girl. And no one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails, top shelf spirits, local craft beers, and handcrafted whiskey cocktails. And don't forget about our 29-degree drafts. Visit TwinPeaksRestaurant.com.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors make Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Summer is finally here in Ohio, and the best part about summer is the fresh fruits and vegetables. And the best place to find them, well, it's one of my favorite places to eat. That is Bob Evans, because they're going to make sure they have the farm freshest ingredients right to your plate. They have 3 new salads: the steakhouse salad, the grilled chicken chop salad, and my favorite, the summer berry salad. Grilled chicken, strawberries, blueberries, pecans, feta cheese, everything you like, it's all there, and it's all fresh and delicious. So go check them out and learn more at bobevans.com.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Now back to Hollywood Casinos on the money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
From ONN.
Welcome back to On the Money, live from Muirfield Village. We are broadcasting right outside the Champions Pavilion. Say hi as you walk in. We love to see you guys out here. So many people. I think the first tee time this morning was at 9:10, so everybody's starting to file in, and it is going to be a spectacular day in Columbus. And here's the thing. It has been the perfect weather week out here, and I've been out here 13, 14 years now with the Fan, and I gotta tell you, this is amongst the most people that I've seen in several years. Like, this feels like this is getting bigger and bigger and better, and you know, I've had so much fun over the years out here. But I love the fact that we have this huge buzz, and we have Scotty Scheffler with a 4-shot lead, and the final grouping is Scotty Scheffler and Colin Morikawa. I think this is set up to be an incredible Sunday. Scotty Scheffler, a huge favorite, minus 550 in the betting odds to get it done as a 4-shot lead going into the final round. Colin Morikawa is 10-1. Sepp Straka, 18-1. He's 4 shots back. Adam Hadwin, 25-1. And the weird thing about Scotty Scheffler is, in all of the greatness, he has never won in a month that isn't February, March, or April on the PGA Tour. 10 wins, and all 10 wins have happened in February, March, and April. Good chance that little run ends today, and he gets a win in June. All right, this is this or that, and so I want to get back to that. And so we're out here at Muirfield Village, famous for the incredible milkshakes. Yes. So, Dave, are you getting with, you prefer a milkshake or you prefer regular ice cream? You do a milkshake or ice cream?
Milkshake. I'm not just saying that because I'm out here. I love both. I love both, but I love milkshakes for sure.
What's the flavor you go with?
I just go with chocolate.
Okay.
I'm just a chocolate milkshake guy.
You know, of all the milkshakes I've had in my life, I've never had just a regular chocolate.
You've got to get with that.
I do. I've had the Buckeye milkshake. I've had vanilla milkshake. I've had strawberry milkshakes. Never just a plain chocolate milkshake. But I am getting with milkshake over ice cream too, which is it's an upset because I love soft serve ice cream. Cam, what are you getting with, milkshake or ice cream?
Definitely milkshake and Oreo flavor.
Oh,
there we
Oreo.
go. There you
Good
go.
call.
Scotty's milkshakes brings all the girls to the yard. Love it. Okay, you guys getting with the Memorial in the same year should obviously host the Memorial Tournament and should host the U.S. Open. Just once. You getting with it? I'm getting with it.
I love that idea.
I'm getting with it.
But the memorial is so special.
Just once.
Gosh, there was one year in 2020 where they did back-to-back weeks, where they did the workday and the memorial tournament, and that was so cool. And it was set up differently.
And Morikawa won. That was his first win.
Yeah.
Well, not the memorial, but the
workday.
The workday.
Yeah, I love the memorial tournament so much. Yes, more memorial tournament, more things out here at Muirfield Village. Sign me up.
Cool, Cam. What do you think?
Yes, please. I am so down with another major event, like getting the best in the world coming to Columbus for a week.
Okay, guys, one more question. One more this or that. You either have a 4-foot putt to win, or you can take a free throw in basketball for the win. Let's say you got like $100,000 on the line. If you make a 4-foot putt, you win $100,000. Or you could choose the free throw. What are you choosing, Dave?
You've seen me putt, and you've seen me shoot basketballs.
Yes.
Now, I'm not elite at either.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at golf. Definitely the free throw. Definitely the free throw.
Okay, so you're taking the free throw. Boy, 4-foot putt. I feel like I could hit the 4-footer maybe 75% of the time, whereas a free throw maybe about 60%. So give me the 4-foot putt. What about you, Cam?
Like I said, I'm a terrible golfer, and just think maybe I might get the yips on like a 4-foot putt or something. So I'll stick to basketball.
All right, when we come back, we are going to switch gears, talk a little baseball. Dave's Reds are on fire. We're going to do that next. This is On the Money.
This is Hollywood Casinos On the Money. On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
From ONN.
Father's Day is Sunday, June 16th, and you'll find super savings for super dads with one stop at Meijer. Get a great price on grilling favorites like certified Angus beef boneless ribeye steak, and pick up bulk large sweet cherries for $2.99 per pound. Plus, shoes for the family are buy one, get one for $1. Shop Father's Day deals and the same low Meijer prices online and in store. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in the Meijer app.
Reggie was a nurse for 16 years.
I had become very burnt out. I wasn't making good money.
Then it happened.
There was an ad for My Computer Career, and it just spoke to me.
My Computer Career was the best decision he ever made.
I could study anywhere from my laptop, and I was working in the first couple of weeks of me being in class.
Reggie hit a home run.
The field is teeming with jobs.
Become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
The school is amazing.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
We go to war for you. Insurance disputes can be a battle, a cage match, but we're here to win it for you. I'm Robert Scherger. At Scherger Schnarr Trial Attorneys, we know the law and we'll fight for your rights. Call us at 877-WARFORYOU.com or visit warforyou.com for a free consultation. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU. 877-WAR-FOR-YOU. Or visit warforyou.com. War for you. warforyou.com.
Now at Menards, save big money on everything for building outdoor projects. Shop our huge in-stock selection of AC2 pressure-treated lumber, decking, and fencing. Our drive-through lumber yard makes loading up on big savings easy. Plus, get free estimates fast using our deck and fence design programs in-store or on Menards.com. Start planning your outdoor lumber projects today at Menards and save big money.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey guys, Andy Katzenmoyer for Game Day Men's Health. Struggling with low energy, lack of focus, and trouble in the bedroom? You might have low testosterone. Game Day is here to help. They specialize in low T and other treatments just for men, like vitamin therapy, sexual wellness, and weight loss. Best of all, it's quick. Get started in as little as one visit. Go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com/thefan to book your free low T test today. That's GameDayMen'sHealth.com/thefan.
The Sign and Drive Green Tag event continues, offering 0% for 84 months with no money down on a John Deere compact utility tractor with loader. Limited time offer. Visit your local Ag Pro today or go online to agproco.com for more information.
When it comes to your roof, there's really one team to call, Newman Roofing. From the first call to the final nail, our team of professionals will be there every step of the way, answering any questions you have throughout the entire process. So give Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit us online at newmanroofing.com.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. You're listening to Hollywood Casinos On the Money. On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
On ONN.
All right, let's talk some Major League Baseball and some dingers real quick before we get back to chatting about the Memorial Tournament. We are out here live from the Memorial. Dave Biddle, Scotty Vegas, Cam Taylor. All right, so dingers. So Scotty, Ryan Baker, and I, we pick one baseball player each week, and you only can take him once the entire season, and that's how many home runs that guy hits during the week, and then you tally them up. All right, so far, here's our standings. I have 17 homers on the season, dingers. Ryan has 13. Scotty has 11. Last week, I got 2 from the great Jose Ramirez of the Guardians. You guys were both shut out.
Unbelievable.
You had Corey Sager, who had been on fire.
He would 6 home runs the week before, and he gets a goose egg. He gets you absolutely nothing.
He gets you a bagel.
Unbelievable.
And then Ryan got a bagel, too. Now, Ryan was unlucky. He picked Kyle Tucker, who fouled a ball off his leg.
I don't feel bad for Ryan.
They thought it was a bruise at first. Turns out he cracked a bone in his leg and had to go in the IL. So Ryan got like a day and a half out of his guy. All right, so this week I am going with a man who is going to be playing in about 18 minutes in London, Bryce Harper, who actually hit a home run in London yesterday.
Okay.
So they're playing again this morning in London against the terrible Mets. So give me Bryce Harper, who married a Buckeye girl, by the way.
And I'm going to go with Gunnar Henderson. 19 home runs for the Baltimore Orioles. Hit one yesterday, and he's playing 7 games this week. So I feel good about that pick as well. And then Ryan, he had to text in his pick, right? So who is Ryan taking?
Giancarlo Stanton.
Okay. All right. So those are your picks for this week. But I wanted to get to this because the Reds are obviously on fire, Dave.
Yes.
And they're an underdog today against the Cubs. They're plus 106 on the money line. Yeah. Doing a little reverse psychology, I see. But I wanted to ask you this, a big picture with the Cincinnati Reds, because right now, to win the NL Central, they are plus 650. Obviously, the Brewers are still a huge favorite.
That was 15-1 last week.
15-1, and now we're down to plus 650. Is it time now for Reds fans and for people who want to bet on this to get the Reds at plus 650, or would you stay away? Because right now we know that they're right in the wild card race, but are they a legit contender to win the NL Central, and plus 650, is that good value?
They're definitely a legit contender. You look at their run differential, it never matched up with their record until now. They're, only the Brewers and Reds have a positive run differential in the NL Central. Pirates minus 17, Cubs minus 16, Cardinals minus 44. My mind is still not wrapped itself around the fact the Cardinals have been terrible 2 straight years. I'm so used to them being like at least good every year, sometimes great. Yeah, they have a legit chance. I don't know if what the Brewers are doing is sustainable. Their offense has been very good, but, losing Corbin Burns, their pitching is what they've relied on. Now, their bullpen's very good. But I don't know if what they're doing is sustainable. They're definitely your favorite, and rightfully so. 6.5 games sounds like a lot. Not when you've got like over 90 games still to play. And the Reds are now they're getting healthy. The starting pitching's been good throughout, but now they're getting healthy. They're going to get Marte back, who's been suspended. I think the Reds, the value's decent there. It's a little, the fact that it was 15-1 last week, now it's down to 650, it gives me some trepidation. But you got to look at what's ahead of you. I still feel like those are good odds. I feel like those are decent odds. I think coming into the year, the Reds were maybe 5-1 at best. Maybe it was 4-1. So decent odds there at plus 650.
Okay, so now let's look at Cleveland, and they are still winning the AL Central. They got a 3-game lead right now on the Royals, and they are minus 125 to win the AL Central. I think that's pretty darn good value, actually. Minus 125 to win the AL Central. The Royals are plus 240. You got the Minnesota Twins at plus 330. Your thoughts on the AL Central and value-wise on the betting for that division?
Yeah, I'll be surprised if the Guardians don't win. But the Royals are no joke. I mean, their run differential is really good. Plus 77. Not as good as the Guardians. Plus 87 is the Guardians' run differential. Then all the other 3 teams minus run differential. Twins minus 12, Tigers minus 14, the terrible Chicago White Sox minus 142. Minus 142. We thought the Athletics or the Nationals would be the worst team in baseball this year. No. It is if Jerry Reinsdorf owns the team and Michael Jordan's not on that team, most years that organization is going to be terrible. Now, the White Sox did win one. They won one, but Jerry Reinsdorf without Michael Jordan is an awful, awful owner. So I like the value there with the Guardians, but the Royals are a legit team.
Okay, not to put pressure on us, but our last best bets segment was last Wednesday, and we said take Scotty Scheffler at plus 360, and we said the value was on Colin Morikawa at 14-1. All right, so pretty good best bet segment on Wednesday night. Can we match that best bets segment with a strong one today? We're going to find out next here on the Money.
More of Hollywood Casinos on the Money. On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Coming up on ONN.
Do you know someone struggling to figure out their mental health benefits? The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office is here to help. Find us at insurance.ohio.gov/GETMHIA or call us at 855-438-6442. Don't wait. The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office can help you figure out what mental health insurance benefits may be in their plan. Call us today at 855-438-6442.
Every year, Adult Protective Services receives thousands of reports of elder abuse, exploitation, and neglect in Ohio. When a report is received, Adult Protective Services can check in and provide help if needed. If someone you know is showing signs of elder maltreatment, don't hesitate to call 855-OHIO-APS. Let's work together to help every Ohioan age safely.
Do you want a job that is flexible, secure, and fun? It also offers excellent pay and is ranked as one of the best jobs in America, too. I'm talking about being a dental hygienist. And all you have to do is complete a 2-year program after high school. Visit ODA.org to learn more and to start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Do you have foot pain? Foot pain is not normal regardless of your age or job. Podiatric physicians are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet and can provide important foot care solutions or shoe inserts to better manage foot pain. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. We've been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. To find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
This is the sound of a popular American motorcycle. It's the sound of freedom, the open road, really good times. And this is what it sounds like with a drunk guy on it. How do you like the sound of that? Cops are cracking down on drunk motorcycle riders. If you ride drunk, you will get caught and you will get arrested. Drunk riding, over the limit, under arrest. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Transportation.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Now back to Hollywood Casinos on the Money. On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
From ONN.
Welcome back to On the Money, live from the beautiful Memorial Tournament. Love being out here. Dave Biddle, Scotty Vegas, Cam Taylor, Ryan Baker has. Does he have the day off, or is it just he's working a different job?
I think he's working another job.
He's announcing the state baseball playoffs.
He's cheating on us.
The OSHA state baseball playoffs. Ryan Baker doing a great job announcing those. Cool stuff there. What's also cool stuff is best bets. Let's make the people some money. Now, today, I mean, the value's certainly not there on Scotty any longer, minus 550. You really can't do much with that. Colin at 10-1 is looming. We both think he's got a shot, and he might be the only one that has a shot at chasing down Scotty. You put it at, what, about 8% chance Colin's got a chance, and Scotty about 90%? You're giving the field like 2%? Is that Is that what you came up with? That sounds about right.
So, yes, but you know what? I have this weird feeling
that Colin's going to win. Stop it.
I do. I know. Not necessarily that he's going to win, but that this thing's going to get really interesting. And a couple things point to that, because I look back in Colin Morikawa several years ago. It was 2020. He won the Workday, which is here at Muirfield Village. He has played so well here. And, I think that he could put together a round today where he puts a little game pressure on Scotty Scheffler. Now, Scotty Scheffler is up 4 shots. And in the history of the Memorial Tournament, there have been 10 guys that have had a 4 or 5 shot lead going into the final round that didn't close the door and finish the deal. Now, of course, this is Scotty Scheffler, world number 1. He's won 4 of his last 7 tournaments. He's been on fire. But Colin Morikawa is a guy who I think can chase him down. And I just have a feeling at 10-1, there's some good value if this thing gets close. And remember, Scotty Scheffler yesterday on 9 had a triple bogey. And there are holes out here where you can have high scores. You can have double bogeys. You can have triple bogeys. And so if Scotty Scheffler has a hole or 2 and Morikawa cuts this to a 1 or a 2-shot lead headed into the back 9, I think Colin Morikawa absolutely has the opportunity to win. And at 10-1, I think there's value there.
I feel like you're taunting me. You're making me nervous.
I know I am.
I know. Here's the thing about Colin. He definitely has a chance, even though he's, 4 shots back of the best golfer in the world. That's why you're putting it, Scotty's got, a 90% chance right around there. Here's the thing, though. Colin has been very bad on Sundays this year. Doesn't mean that's going to happen today. I'm saying that as somebody who might have had some long shot bets on Colin in a couple of tournaments, thinking, 33-1, this might cash, and then falls apart on Sunday. I don't think he's going to fall apart today. You're right, because he's played very well here. And he's just, for him to go bogey-free yesterday on this course is just ridiculous. But Scotty, what's crazy, the Scotty is leading this tournament by 4 strokes, and he's been bad on par 5s. I think I saw a stat he had like 1 bogey on a par 5 this whole year. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. Has had like 3 in this tournament alone. It's been something like that. He had 1 all year on a par 5, and then 3 in this tournament alone. If he does well in the par 5s today, look out. He could run away with it, but it could go the other way.
Well, and if you remember back to that 2020 win by Colin Morikawa in the Workday, where he had to come from behind to beat Justin Thomas here. Justin Thomas at that time in 2020 was one of the elite of the elite golfers. And Colin Morikawa stared him down and ended up winning that thing in a playoff. And so, Colin Morikawa is not going to be intimidated playing with Scotty Scheffler. Like yesterday, I felt like Adam Hadwin and, if you had Sepp Struck, if you had one of those guys in the final group with Scotty Scheffler, I would think it would be really tough for Morikawa not playing in the final group. But the fact that Morikawa is playing in the final group with Scotty Scheffler, he can see what Scotty Scheffler is doing. I think it's a little advantage, the fact that he gets to play in the final group with him. I just have this feeling Morikawa is going to make this interesting down the stretch. And I know that's crazy to say because Scotty Scheffler has been absolutely on fire this year. But, I got a feeling Morikawa makes this interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, I won't be surprised at all. I mean, he is... He's an excellent golfer. He's a 2-time major champion. What I do like, if you do have money on Scotty and you're a little worried that he might. Now, Colin's never won here either. Scotty is completely motivated to. I loved his press conference talking about. I love how he refers to Jack Nicklaus as Mr. Nicklaus. You could tell he has a burning desire to walk up that hill and shake Jack's hand after he wins this tournament.
Well, okay.
This is the first time his son has been with him on tour. Did you know that?
That's awesome. Yes, that is very cool. Yeah.
This is the first
time
his
month
son,
old.
So the first time Scotty Scheffler's son has ever been to a tournament with him. Not that he's hanging out the course, 1 month old here in Columbus, Ohio.
Well, in Scotty's last 7 events, won the Arnold Palmer, then he won the Players, tied for second at the Houston Open, won the Masters, won the Heritage, tied for 8th at the PGA Championship, and then tied for second at the Charles Schwab Challenge. So he's won 4 of the last 7. The 3 he didn't win. Twice he was second, and then the other one was when he got arrested at the PGA Championship and still got a top 10. So, I mean, the record is incredible. I think that Morikawa has a chance. But here's the thing I look at. This is best bets. I think there's value. If you want to look ahead to next week at the U.S. Open, I think at 21-1, Colin Morikawa is the bet to make for the U.S. Open. Now, look, I think there's still a great chance that Scotty Scheffler's going to win next week as well, but I think the value that you're getting at 21-1 with Colin Morikawa, who has played great at the Masters, played great at the PGA Championship, is going to be obviously coming off a high finish or maybe even a win this week. I think the value at 21-1 is right there right now with the U.S. Open.
I'll go hockey. I like that you're looking ahead to next week. I'm going to go with the Oilers at plus 200 to come back and win the Stanley Cup. All right, well, the first hour of the show is in the books. If you're listening on 97.1 The Fan, please stick around for the second hour. This is On the Money.
Diamonds Direct has done it again. This month only, get ready for an offer you can't resist. Buy a natural diamond engagement ring of 1 carat plus and receive a free natural 1 carat diamond tennis bracelet valued at $2,000. That's right, a stunning diamond tennis bracelet at no extra cost. Imagine giving her the ring of her dreams and her wedding gift all at once. So hurry into Diamonds Direct. Your chance to get a free tennis bracelet will not last long. Details at diamondsdirect.com.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors make Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Right now, save on red, green, or black seedless grapes. They're on sale for $1.88 a pound with your card and digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
We go to war for you.
At Sugar Schnarr Trial Attorneys, we're passionate about your rights, whether it's a slip and fall, a dog bite, or a motorcycle accident. We're on your side. Call 877-WAR-FOR-YOU for a free consultation or visit warforyou.com and let us fight for your rights. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com.
War for you, warforyou.com.
Get on board. The water is open. It's time to go boating and fishing and leave stress in our wake. Feel the wind as we ride and a fish on the line. Reel in our first catch and feel the sun at our backs. It's get out on the water season. It's time to get on board. Find out where to get on board near you. Visit Take Me Fishing and Discover Boating to learn more. And please recreate responsibly.
Get on board. Get on board.
We go to war for you.
At Sugar Schnarr Trial Attorneys, we're passionate about your rights, whether it's a slip and fall, a dog bite, or a motorcycle accident. We're on your side. Call 877-WAR-FOR-YOU for a free consultation or visit warforyou.com and let us fight for your rights. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com.
War for you, warforyou.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Get wings the way you want them. Try Twin Peaks wings bone-in breaded, naked, smoked and grilled, or boneless in your favorite sauce or rub.
There's a little slice of heaven in a mountain town escape. A pace of life that's less hurried, more authentic, where people greet you with a smile and experiences feel down to earth, yet elevated. From Appalachian art to wineries and craft breweries, live music to a lively spirit. This is West Virginia. We call it Almost Heaven. Plan your getaway now at wvtourism.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
And I'm Timmy Hall. Good morning, fine people. Scotty Scheffler is awesome. Scotty Scheffler will also likely get a handshake from Jack later this evening at the Memorial. He'll start the final round 4 clear of everyone else at 10 under par. He talked about his game plan for today.
No, I mean, I think you still got to play the course the right way. This is one of those places where there's certain holes where you just got to step up and hit a great shot. There's a lot of spots out there where if you play too conservative, you can get into some pretty tough spots pretty quick, and so just do your best to execute, and when you need to, just really hit great shots.
The Fan is live at the Memorial until 4 o'clock today. Bob was awesome last night for the Panthers because, of course, 3-0 shutout win over the Oilers in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Sergei had 32 saves. NBA Finals Game 2 tonight. Celtics host the Mavs looking for a 2-0 lead. It's right here on the Fan. In the baseball, Guards in a rubber match versus the Marlins. That's at 1:40 in Florida. Reds take on the Cubbies at 1:40 as well. Breaking sports news on the Fan.
Scotty's kids don't ask how his day was. They ask if all his bets won. You're listening to On the Money.
Presented by ESPN Bet, the official sports book of ESPN. What a play.
Welcome back to On the Money. 97.1 The Fan, live from the Memorial Tournament. Beautiful out here. I am Dave Biddle. I am joined by Scott Prokop. We like to call him Skinny Scotty Vegas. We got producer Cam Taylor at the controls. And right about now, Cam, it's time for the Parlay Party. Hit it.
Well, I'll tell you what I am celebrating this Sunday morning, Dave. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. All right, I'm celebrating the fact that we are out here at Muirfield Village. The weather has been absolutely fantastic. Everyone who's coming out here is having a great time. And we are actually now, we have 35 hours of live coverage here from the Fan over this week, and to be a part of it is really special and an awesome opportunity. So love that we are doing that. Guys, tomorrow I fly out to Ireland, and I'm going to get a little golf in over there, so I can't wait for that.
I forgot about that.
Yes, absolutely.
Tomorrow you guys fly out.
Tomorrow, yeah, it's a 12-hour flight.
That's the only bad part.
Yeah, that's going to be the struggle, but once I get there, man, I can't wait to play some of the golf courses over there in Ireland. It's going to be so much fun, and I'm celebrating the fact that you and I, on Wednesday night when we did our Best Bets segment, we said we thought Scotty Scheffler was the pick, which it doesn't take a genius to pick Scotty Scheffler, but we said we thought the value was on Collin Morikawa. And we're sitting here today on Sunday morning, and we're getting ready, and the final group out here today at Muirfield Village is Scotty Scheffler and Collin Morikawa. So we got to pat ourselves on the back a little bit for that Best Bets segment. Cam, what are you celebrating on this Sunday?
Just sports in general. Definitely the Memorial Tournament this week has been a lot of fun seeing all the people come out. NBA Finals Game 2. Looking for a better showing from the Dallas Mavericks tonight. So that's right. Kind of what I'm excited for.
Yeah, it feels like the series is over if the Mavs can't pull it. Now it's going to be tough to win in Boston, especially you got Kyrie now egging on the fans. What are you doing? You lost? You're like, I thought it'd be louder in here. It's like, okay, dude. I don't know what you're doing trying to tug on Superman's cape. Good luck with that. I'm definitely celebrating being out here. My first time ever out here at Muirfield Village. People are like, and I'm going to miss this, though. The looks on people's faces when I told them that I had never been out here. First of all, people don't believe me at first. Then they know I'm serious. The looks, I'm going to miss this. I was even at a grad party yesterday when my daughter's friends and was talking to a lady. She knows like I'm into sports and everything. She could not believe. She's like, you go out to the Muirfield tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, we're doing a show out there. It's my first time ever out there. And she gave me the, shut up, you're not serious, you know. I was telling her, this is the look I get from everybody. So I'm going to miss that, but I am glad now, Scotty, that I had never been out here before, because what a perfect way to have your maiden voyage. Coming out here doing a show with you. It's a beautiful day. The weather could not have been any better these last 4 days. I guess if you ask the golfers, maybe the mud and the rain maybe could have been a little, or not the rain, the mud and the wind. We haven't had any rain during the tournament. It's been beautiful. It's picture perfect out here today. We somehow lucked into San Diego-esque weather this week. And I got to celebrate my Reds on a 7-game winning streak. They looked like they were dead in the water. They were 20-30 okay? 20 and 30. And since then, what are they since then? There's something like 13 and 3 or 12 and 3 since then. 12 and 3 since then. So Reds are back in it. They're now in second place, which is crazy. Their odds have dropped from 15-1 to win the Central to 6.5 to 1. So that's what I'm celebrating on this beautiful day, Scotty.
Well, and if you're heading out here and you're thinking Scotty Scheffler, lock, absolutely going to win this tournament, you might be right. I think there's probably, in my mind, about a 90% chance he gets it done. He's got a 4-shot lead headed into the final round. But just so people know, the largest comeback after 54 holes here at Muirfield Village, we've seen it happen twice. Actually, I'm sorry, we've seen it happen 3 times where a player had a 5-shot lead going into Sunday and did not finish things out. The last time we saw that, KJ Choi in 2007 won, 5 shots back headed into Sunday. We have seen it happen 7 times where guys were 4 shots back and were able to go ahead and win the tournament. So, again, those guys weren't chasing Scotty Scheffler, but we have seen significant comebacks. And let's look at what happened yesterday. Scotty Scheffler had a triple bogey on 9. We see high scores out here on some of the holes. So there's opportunities if Colin Morikawa or a Sepp Straka or an Adam Hadwin can hang in there and get to the back 9 with a shot, put a little game pressure on Scotty Scheffler, this will be very interesting down the stretch. We know how tough Muirfield Village is. There are high scores out there. Some of the interesting things that I've noticed this week. One, when doing a little bit of research, Scotty Scheffler, we know how great he's been. He has 10 wins on the PGA Tour, but all of his wins have come in February, March, or April.
That's wild.
Kind of a weird stat that's out there. All of his wins have come during those 3 months, so he does not have a win after April. Good chance that changes today. We'll see. His odds to finish the deal are minus 550. Colin Morikawa 10-1, Sepp Straka 18-1, Adam Hadwin 25-1. If you're wondering what the odds were on Wednesday heading into the tournament, Scotty Scheffler was plus 360 heading into the tournament, and Colin Morikawa was 14-1. Sepp Straka was 65-1, and Adam Hadwin, who is also 4 shots back, started the tournament at 180-1. So those were your betting odds on Wednesday before the tournament started, and Scotty Scheffler hasn't disappointed. I actually remember on Thursday, Dan, who's producing the show out here with us, and I went walking the course, and on the very first hole that we watched Scotty Scheffler play, he hit the ball to about 20 feet. And we were like, let's head to hole number 2. Let's not watch the putt because a 20-footer, what's the chances he makes it? And, of course, he drains that putt as we're walking to 2. And so then we're on the second hole, and we watch Scotty Scheffler hit an incredible shot into the second green to about 4 feet. And we're like, all right, this time we're going to stay. We're going to watch him make this birdie putt, and we'll hear the roar once he makes the birdie putt. He misses from 4 feet. So, and then he goes and birdies hole number 3. So it's been a wild ride, but following these guys has been so much fun.
Yeah, I was looking for you because I was watching on ESPN Plus, and because obviously it doesn't come on like regular TV till like about 2:30, 2 at that time. Golf Channel had the first 2 days, so I was watching on ESPN Plus, and I was trying to find you. I was even asking you, what do you wear? I know you're wearing fan gear. What color? You're like gray. I was looking for you, and it's funny. So I was looking at the odds. I remember texting you about this too. So Scotty started at plus 360, the odds to win. So he birdies the first hole, like you say. He's on the second hole of the tournament, second hole of the entire tournament. His odds have already plummeted to plus 200.
Yes,
he dropped from plus 360.
We were talking about that.
Plus 200, and I'm like, you're like, yeah, he's about ready to like tap in for a birdie. I'm like, yeah, I'm watching. But then, yeah, he missed the birdie. But man, he's just. I'm really impressed with, the way he came out of what happened down in Louisville, or as he would call it, Louisville. I mean, the way he handled that, you couldn't have handled that any better. And now more and more videos is coming out that makes that cop look terrible. And, I appreciate what the men and women that are cops do, but this guy seems like a bad apple, man. And if you watch this video, it's hilarious. Like, he's like trying to go talk to his fellow officers about like what happened, and you could tell, man. There's a 7-minute video they posted yesterday. You can tell his fellow officers wanted nothing to do with him. They knew that he was lying. Yeah. He's lucky, and Scotty handled it perfectly. I even love what he said, like. basically his lawyer was like, yeah, we could have sued them if we wanted to, but Scotty didn't want to, and we would have won, is basically what. Now, lawyers are going to say that. Scotty said, yeah, I decided not to do that. I didn't want to sue them because if I would have won, the city of Louisville, or Louisville as he calls it, the people of the taxpayers would have had to pay for that.
Yeah.
He's just a good guy, man. He's humble. The cop asked him, not the cop that arrested him, but one of the cops was asking him, so you're in the PGA, huh? You must be pretty good. And his answer was, yeah, I'm all right. And then the cop goes, and he's like, what about this Tiger Woods guy? Is he really that good? And Scotty goes, he's pretty darn good. He's just so laid back. I mean, it's just, and then I love how honest he was, because it was like, is he going to be able to laugh at this now? He called it a traumatic experience. He said that, that mugshot's not going away anytime soon. I don't think Scotty's going to be laughing about that. And I'm glad there's not a bunch of people out here wearing the T-shirts.
Oh, there are a few.
There are a few. Because he doesn't, well, I guess if you don't like Scotty, it's one thing. He doesn't like that. It was a traumatic experience for him. Now, hopefully one day he'll be able to laugh about it. But I'm impressed with him, his humility, what he says about Mr. Nicholas, as he calls him.
So easy to root for.
So easy to root for. Only 27 years old. He looks older than 27.
And the run that he's on, so his last 7 events, he wins the Arnold Palmer, he wins the Players' Championship, tied for second at the Texas-Houston Open, wins the Masters, wins the Heritage, tied for 8th at the tournament he was arrested at, the PGA Championship, which, by the way, I think you could make the argument that if he doesn't go through that on that Friday morning, there's a good opportunity he probably wins that major
I agree.
as well.
And it didn't catch up to him until Saturday. It's like
Correct.
somehow he was locked in still Friday, and then it must have mentally got to him on Saturday.
One bad round, but he finished tied for 8th there. And then he finishes second at the Charles Schwab, and he, oh, by the way, has a 4-shot lead heading into Sunday here at Jack's Place. And so it's been an incredible run. And I like what you said about he is just so easy to root for. A lot of times when you got a player that's that dominant, you find some flaws in him, right? And you find some things that the public isn't going to like about him. Scotty Scheffler, it's almost impossible to find anything that you don't like about him. And what he's done is awesome. And I think headed into this U.S. Open this next week, if he were to win this week, his betting odds, again, his betting odds to win the U.S. Open have already dropped from 4-1 to 3-1. If he goes on to win this tournament, like most people think that he will, his odds will probably drop even more to maybe a 2 or 3-1, which puts him in kind of the territory of when Tiger was in his prime, the odds that you would see in the majors when Tiger would head into those tournaments. That's what you're seeing with Scotty Scheffler and the odds right now.
And I heard from a pretty good source that Tiger was pretty darn good.
Yeah, he was all right. Yeah,
he was okay. Yeah, Scotty, a very easy guy to root for. And what's crazy is being here at Jack's course. Jack's another one, man. I mean, you could not ask for a better man. He's obviously the best golfer, best major champion of all time. In my opinion, the best golfer of all time. And Jack couldn't be a better ambassador for the sport. He's just a great man. He came up with this concept to build a memorial and have this tournament when he was in his 20s.
Incredible.
In his 20s. Unbelievable. And as you were saying, he's so good on TV at the age of 84.
Yes.
I mean, he was so good. Him and Jim Nance, they should play that in every journalism class in the country, TV journal. I mean, him and Jim Nance together for over a half hour. Oh, that was just pristine.
And one thing that I loved getting the perspective from Jack on, because we know that, he was the best in his era, right? And maybe probably arguably the best of all time. But for him to kind of say the one thing that Scotty Scheffler needs to guard against, and I thought this was a fascinating perspective from Jack. He was talking about this on the broadcast yesterday. The one thing that Scotty Scheffler needs to guard against is overconfidence, right? To feel like you can hit every shot in the world instead of sometimes you just got to take your medicine and you can take a bogey every once in a while. But Jack kind of talked about you the one thing that gets you when you're on top of the world and you're number one and you feel like you're invincible is the fact that sometimes you feel like you're overconfident and you can do things that you shouldn't necessarily try or do. But what Scotty has done has been spectacular. And by the way, I'm just so excited that we get Colin Morikawa to play with Scotty Scheffler, because Morikawa is another very likable player, and he is a guy who is like a superstar as well, multiple major winner, right? So to have that as your final group here at the Memorial Tournament, that's awesome.
You're talking me into further hedging on Morikawa. I have one hedge in. I might need to do one more just in case. Another thing we're definitely going to do is a memorial-themed version of Scotty Doesn't Know. That's coming up next on The Money.
The only radio station still operating with an active booze cart. I'm drunk right now. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It was spring of 2011. Eco Plumbers were just 4 years old. It's 7-ish p.m., and my sister is at her daughter's soccer game.
And I had my tablet in the bleachers with a Magic Jack USB stick.
Magic Jack was cutting edge back then.
Being able to schedule customers for the next morning service right from the bleachers was awesome.
It was this neat hack that let us provide after-hours, in-house call answering, and scheduling back when no other plumbers did that.
Now we run calls as late as 9 p.m. and we'll answer your call 24/7. You can even schedule online.
We always leverage technology to come through for you when you need us to.
Take EcoFi cleaning checks.
Advanced software, sensors, and tablets show the health and efficiency of your system.
And possible trouble spots.
Before we start the cleaning and maintenance, so you can see the before and after improvements for yourself.
Anyone can use technology,
but only Eco Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians use it to constantly upgrade their ability to serve you.
At GetEco.com.
Hey folks, it's game day and the betting's gonna be intense, Drew.
You said it, Dave, but a good pregame routine keeps betting responsible.
That's right, you gotta pause before you play.
Good call. Sports betting is hot, but it can be risky.
And pausing to set limits is an all-star move.
That's right, Dave. If you bet on sports, pause before you play to set limits, recognize the risk, and know when to stop.
Learn more at pausebeforeyouplay.org.
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Common Man and T-Bone.
Man's got to know his limitations, man. You okay over there?
Yeah.
You need me to rub on it?
Oh, I need a rub.
You need me to suck on your toes?
You're damn right.
Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company.
Weekdays 3 to 6 on The Fan.
So, you've noticed something wrong with your roof. You don't know where to begin. And the thought of finding the right company to handle this important piece of your home is a bit overwhelming. Let Newman Roofing make it easy for you. First, start with a company who has built a trustworthy reputation for the last 32 years. We've got you covered. Then, when you ask us what makes us different from other roofing companies, we can tell you 3 things: our policies, customer experience, and most importantly, our people. At Newman Roofing, we have a team of professionals that take pride in their work, focusing on making sure every single question you ask gets answered thoroughly and thoughtfully, every step of the way. After all, we're here to support you, so you understand what's going on with your roof and you can make the best decision to fit your needs. Let us be the difference for you. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
I don't want to go to bed at night dreading waking up in the morning knowing that I'm going to feel like a rusty lawn chair getting out of bed and getting opened up and not being able to really move for a couple hours really throughout the day.
For former college and pro football player Bobby Carpenter and those dealing with daily aches and pains, QC Kinetics regenerative pain treatments are a game changer, providing long-lasting relief.
Go into a specific joint, a specific region, and then help promote that healing process using your own body's mechanisms to heal. I mean, that's been something that's pretty powerful, and there's no surgery, there's no downtime.
QC Kinetics natural treatments help the body heal and restore itself. No more rusty lawn chair.
It's no surprise to see people being willing to try this first, especially when it has such great results.
Go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus and call today for your complimentary consultation. Find out if you're a good candidate for treatment. 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Again, 380-208-4544.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A stray shower possible this afternoon, otherwise decreasing clouds with highs in the mid-70s. Overnight, patchy fog developing as the sky clears, lows in the mid-60s. Mostly sunny on Monday with highs in the mid-80s. And then upper 80s, hot for Tuesday with an isolated shower or thunderstorm. I'm meteorologist Mike Joyce on 97.1 The Fan.
Dave Biddle was caught trying to bet on office ping pong matchups. You're listening to On the Money.
Presented by ESPN Bet, the official sportsbook of ESPN. What a play.
What a Sunday in Central Ohio, and thank you for making On the Money part of your Sunday. It is our job on the Money to help you make money in your sports gambling. But we don't do that every segment. Sometimes it's about making us look like idiots. And this segment is called Scotty Doesn't Know. Cam, hit it. All right, Dave. So this is a Memorial Tournament version of Scotty Doesn't Know.
Yes, all questions. There's a total of 20.
Okay.
Get that Scotty Doesn't Know sound ready, the shorter clip, Cam, because there's going to be a lot of them.
Get that ding ready,
I love how when you get one right, it's just this little ding.
Get it wrong, and we have to play a whole song.
I love this segment. Okay, first, what was the first year of the Memorial Tournament?
Okay, I think I know this. 1976.
He's got it.
Okay,
correct. Okay. Who won the tournament that year?
I'm gonna go with Hale Irwin. Am I right?
Incorrect.
It wasn't. I know Jack Nicklaus did not win the first one.
Who won? I had never heard of this guy. I'm not a huge golf fan. I mean, I kind of am now.
I know
because of hanging out with you. I've become a huge golf fan.
Roger Maltby, NBC Golf.
You got it. Okay. How much did Maltby make for winning the tournament that year?
Oh gosh.
What was his prize?
He made.
I'll let you if you're in the ballpark.
Okay, it's 76. So give me $25,000.
I was going to say you needed to be 10,000. Okay, no, that's incorrect.
Am I low? Okay,
you're low. You're low.
Give me 50.
No.
Okay, I bet Raj took home like 45. No.
Give
me 40. 40,000.
There you go.
Okay, all right.
He got it. 40,000. Okay. How much will this year's winner make?
$4 million.
Yes.
Yes, I do know that one.
Math-wise, how much is that compared to 40,000?
It's it's almost $4 million more than 40,000.
No, I mean if you were multiplying it, it's 100 times more.
If I multiply it,
there's not supposed to be math.
You know I don't do that.
It's 100 times more
than
what Roger made.
The only math I do are odds.
Okay, so it's going to be hopefully Scotty, maybe Colin's going to take home that $4 million. You knew that right away. All right, how many times did Jack win this tournament?
Oh gosh, let's go with 4.
No.
6.
No.
Am I going the wrong way?
You're going the wrong way.
I know that he won it in the second year, so I know he won it in 77.
Yes.
So he's won it twice.
Yes. Got it. He also won in 84. Okay. Other than the United States, which country has produced the most Memorial winners?
Oh, my gosh. Let's go with... No, it wouldn't be Canada. Let's go with... oh, my gosh. Australia?
Yes!
Okay.
Good work.
I'm happy about that one. That one really came out of nowhere.
With 3.
I'm thinking
with 3.
Greg Norman.
Greg Norman with 2.
Did Adam Scott win one here?
No. Who was the other one? Can you know the other one?
Was Ian Baker Finch? Was he?
No. David Graham in 1980.
Okay. Never would have gotten David Graham.
Greg Norman won twice, 90 and 95. Okay. Who set the Memorial Tournament record for lowest score over 72 holes?
Oh, 72. I thought you were going to go with one.
So for the tournament, yeah.
So I know that... I know it was 20 under, right? Am I right on that?
Yes.
I think it was Tom Lehman.
That was going to be the next question.
In like the mid-90s.
Yes. You're so close to getting it right. You say mid-90s. What specific year you think it was?
Give me 93.
No.
94.
Got it. Nice job. I don't even have to do the next one. I was going to say, what was the score? 20 under, 268.
Under, yeah.
How many times has the champion finished with a score of exactly 19 under?
Oh, jeez. How about 3 times?
Yes!
Oh!
Nailed it.
All right.
Patrick Cantlay in 2019, which Jack immediately ripped up the course when that happened.
Got to change everything.
Nothing against Patrick Cantlay, but if he's shooting like 19 under, we got to do something about this. I love that story. Tiger Woods in 2000, Greg Norman in 95. Okay. Who has won the most Memorial Championships?
Tiger?
Yes.
Okay.
How many?
I know he won 3 in a row. I'm going to say he's won 6.
No.
5.
Nailed it. 5.
Okay.
Okay. Who's won the second most? This one surprised me. That's your hint.
Second most. I want to go Tom Watson.
No.
No.
Name sounds a little bit like a famous female singer's name.
Oh, Kenny Perry.
Yes!
Katy Perry.
Oh, last Friday
Katy
night.
Perry.
He got it. Kenny Perry. How many?
2.
No.
3.
He got it wrong initially, though, Cam. Come on. You got to play both. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Other than Tiger and Perry, how many players have won multiple memorials?
Tiger and Perry.
You don't have to name them until the next question. How many players total?
Obviously, Cantlay.
Cantlay.
Did we say Jack?
Jack won 2.
That's 4.
These are guys that won exactly 2.
Okay. Did Tom Watson win 2?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 5.
Wait. What's your 5?
I said. Oh, other than. So I said Watson. Kenny Perry.
Oh, how many won exactly 2? We're taking Kenny Perry and Tiger out of the mix. Tiger's won 5.
4.
No.
Greg Norman won.
You've got 4 of the 5. And I think you mentioned this guy earlier.
So 5.
You've mentioned 4 of the 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's 5 is the answer. Who were they?
Oh, my gosh.
Well, you got it. Okay, Cantlay, Greg Norman, Tom Watson, Jack, and...
Kenny Perry won 3.
Oh, what the hell? Can't you get this right? What the hell?
Oh, Hale Irwin.
Hale Irwin.
Who won the first one?
No.
I said won the first one.
Play it again.
Roger won the first one.
Two more. There have been a total of 22 aces, holes in one, ever at the Memorial. Just 22 ever, right? One guy did it twice. He's the only one to do it twice.
Oh, my gosh.
And he did it in the same round.
Oh, no.
Right,
I mean, this,
who was this?
Oh,
and it was in the aughts. So we're not going back too far.
I know.
It was in the aughts.
I should know this. Gosh, it's not Ricky Fowler. I'm going to say Ricky Fowler, but it's not.
No. Of course it's not.
It wasn't Cantlay, was it? I'm going to go Cantlay. No.
No.
Give me Jason Duffner.
Nope. Don't point at me when you give wrong answers. He was so confident. Cam can't see it. Cam, he was so damn confident. He's like pointing at me like, yeah, Duffner. No.
Adam Scott?
No.
I don't have it. That's it. Bob Tway. I was never going to go Bob
2006.
Tway.
Again, 22 aces ever here. Ever. He did it twice in the same round.
That is awesome.
That's insane. Okay, last one. You'll get this, I think.
When did that happen? You said it was
06.
Like recently.
I said it wasn't that long. I said it was in the aughts. 06 is when it happened.
All right.
That's about 18 years ago. Whatever. Why is it called the Memorial Tournament? Last one.
Well, it's been the week of the Memorial Day, right? Is that not enough for you?
No, it's not, because Jack did it specifically for something with the game of golf. That's your hint. Now, it does. Part of it is because it's usually the week after Memorial Day, or the week of Memorial Day. That's part of it. But Jack has a specific reason he started this tournament and called it the Memorial.
I have no idea. Why?
Well, let's let the sound play, and then I'll tell you. To honor the memory of individuals, living and deceased, who have distinguished themselves in the game of golf.
That's fantastic.
He's awesome.
He is fantastic.
He came up with this concept in his 20s.
Yeah.
I mean, Jack...
And he's 84 years old, and I'm telling you, he's the best golf analyst on TV. He would be absolutely... He was spectacular yesterday. He runs an incredible tournament, incredible man. And Barbara, by the way, also. His wife, so Awesome. Very cool.
Jack is so nice. My one and only time interviewing him was on the field at Ohio Stadium when he dotted the I. And I couldn't believe how nice he was. Everybody was telling me you're not going to believe how nice. So I went in thinking I know he's going to be nice, and I was still surprised at how nice he was to no names like me. I mean, he is just. We're so lucky that he is a Buckeye, that he's from Columbus, and he has this tournament, and he's the greatest champion of all time. I think he's the best golfer of all time. He's a great man, and we're so lucky that this is his hometown. This is his course, and this is his tournament. I absolutely love it. You want to talk some golf betting stories?
Yeah, I think
next?
we need to.
Look,
we got some good ones.
Oh, yeah. You guys are going to stick around and hear this. That's up next on The Money.
If you don't like listening to Morning Juice, Bobby Carpenter's man nipples will punch you in the face.
For real.
You want to fight, do you?
Weekdays from 6 to 9.
The Fan.
Score free gifts for the greatest dad this Father's Day at Lowe's. Get 2 free select DeWalt tools with your purchase of a 20-volt max battery 2-pack, up to a $438 value. And get a free Werner 2-foot aluminum ladder with purchase of an 8-foot fiberglass ladder. Visit us in-store or online for more deals you can't beat. Lowe's knows dads. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 6/12. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When an orthopedic injury or condition gets in the way of life, there is nothing more important than finding a physician you can trust. At Orthopedic One, you'll find Central Ohio's most trusted team of orthopedic experts, ready to listen to your concerns and work with you toward the best possible outcome. In fact, more people trust Orthopedic One than any other practice in Central Ohio. Start with the specialists. Start with orthopedic1.com.
Here's a quick listening guide. When something's on the fan, it's on the station you're listening to right now. If I say something's on ESPN Columbus, it's on 1460 AM and the Fan's HD2. When in doubt, stream it on the Fan app. Thank you and good night.
Hey, what's up, Buckeye Nation? It's Cardale Jones. Join me Saturday, July 20th at Huntington Park for the Smith's Cardale Jones charity softball game presented by Monogram Homes and the U.S. Air Force. Come check out former Buckeye greats take on this year's current Buckeye stars such as Emeka Ibuka, Jaden Ballard, and many more. Come see and meet the Buckeyes before they hit the field this fall. Gates open at 5 p.m. Contests and prizes all night long. Home run derby at 6:30 and the game to follow. Tickets available at BuckeyeCruise.com. Why picnic when you can smicknick? Get your $10 tickets now at BuckeyeCruise.com.
It was a quiet night in Columbus, maybe a little too quiet. Me, Philip Flapper, plumbing detective. I was finishing up for the night when she walked in. Long hair, 2 legs, a couple of arms, a nose, elbows. Pretty standard equipment for this neighborhood. I looked at her, she looked at me, and then we did that thing where we both spoke at the same time. What can I do for you? I'm sorry, that was awkward. We went on to talk about clogs, funny odors, water going down the drain too slow. This is above my pay grade, I told her, and gave her this website, apexpros.com. They're the pros who knows, the kinds of plumbers who don't mind getting their hands dirty. And believe me, what's down those pipes is dirty. Ugh, call the pros, Apex Pros. And that was it. She walked out of my life, using those legs I told you about earlier.
Hi, it's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear from Apex Pros. Apex plumbers are the pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte. each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per $1,000 financed at 48 months. $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
No hot takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Scotty Vegas has his own cot in the casino. You're listening to On the Money.
Presented by ESPN Bet, the official sports book of ESPN. What a play.
Welcome back to On the Money, live from the Memorial Tournament. It's beautiful out here, Scotty. My maiden voyage. I'm glad I waited. Perfect time to be out here. Final day. Scotty Scheffler has a 4-stroke lead. So my friends out there, so I have a few bets in on Scotty that I made before the tournament. Some that I made live betting on Monday, or excuse me, on Thursday. It would have been weird doing live betting on Monday, on Thursday. So I just did a series of bets, and they kind of added up, and then so I'm sitting here, and the best golfer in the world has a 4-stroke lead, and I have, a decent amount of bets in on him, and I should be on top of the world right now, right? Instead, I am nervous, so I am now hedging. I've now hedged twice.
Yes.
Colin Morikawa, I've hedged, so I don't know, man. So here, that is life of sports gambling,
but
right?
Here's my advice as someone who I love golf betting, right? That's how I've made my sports betting money for the most part over the last 10 years is really in golf betting. And you're right, you can never feel safe. However, you are in a beautiful situation, okay, where you have Scotty money. And now you get the opportunity to hedge and take some longer shots, right? So Morikawa right now 10-1. Let's say you have $500 on Scotty Scheffler. It gives you the opportunity to really make some significant money.
Put a Ulysses on.
If
on
you
Morikawa.
were to, I'm thinking more than a Ulysses. I'm thinking maybe 3 or 4 Ulysses.
But you're talking to me, but this is not you. I've seen your betting slips.
Okay.
You have more zeros on your betting slips than I do.
But here's the opportunity. You can throw some money out there on a Colin Morikawa who's 4 shots back at 10-1 because you have that initial investment in Scotty Scheffler, and that's a way that you can significantly make money. I can tell you, here's what I did this week. I've only made 2 bets this week. One was I did a parlay of Scotty Scheffler to win this week with also winning next week. Okay, next week we know is the U.S. Open, and so I got 8-1 odds when he was first off he was 4-1 to win next week, and I parlayed that with at the time he was even to win this tournament. So I got 8-1 for next week, and then today I decided, okay, I've got this big investment in Scheffler. I want to go in on Morikawa. And so I win a couple hundred on Morikawa, and it pays very well for me. So either way, if Morikawa were to win, I would have the success of winning big this week. Or if Scheffler wins, it gives me a big number for next week. So I love the golf hedging. One of the things I got to tell you about is out here at the Memorial, I've had so many fun sweats out there as far as betting sweats. So last year, we're watching Denny McCarthy and Victor Hovland in a playoff. And I have pretty good significant money on Victor Hovland. And we're sitting there, and we're on 18, and they're in a playoff, and we're watching by the green. And every shot, I'm like kind of losing my mind because of the money that's on Hovland. Well, little did I realize that we were standing within 5 feet of Denny McCarthy's, I believe, fiance. It was girlfriend or fiance.
Oh, that's right.
And his parents. And here I am, celebrating when he's hitting in the rough and all that stuff. And I didn't realize at the time how close I was to Denny McCarthy's family. But Victor Hovland ends up coming through for me, so that was exciting. The other crazy Memorial Tournament betting story I have is back during COVID, John Rahm had a humongous lead in the third round, and he was finishing up, and he was going to easily win the tournament. Well, right as he's walking off on 18, they make the announcement on CBS that, hey, there's rules officials going to talk to John. And you can see John all despondent, and I'm like, oh, what is going on here? So I immediately hop in and bet significant money on Cantlay, who at that time was 5 shots back, but he was like 10 or 12 to 1, a long shot because he was so far back, because like, what's going on with Rahm? And so then Rahm gets announced that he has got to drop out of the tournament with COVID, and he has to withdraw. And so that money on Patrick Cantlay ended up coming through. So that was another fun sweat.
Do you remember what it dropped to? So you got it 12 to 1.
Yeah.
Once it became official that Rahm was out, and did it drop to, like, do you remember?
It was like
roughly?
even money.
Oh,
because,
wow.
Because him and Morikawa then were basically tied going into the final round.
Interesting.
And then the other one I had was Bryson DeChambeau, who our buddy Dan here, who's producing on site, hates Bryson DeChambeau. He goes to Live Tour. Most people have an issue with DeChambeau. I love DeChambeau because I think he's a fun personality. And honestly, I love you if you're going to make me money. So
Right,
I love
right.
Bryson because of him coming through for me. But he was in a playoff, and this was a few years back, and he was in a 3-way playoff. And I had significant money on him down the stretch. So you have fun sweats, betting sweats out here, and there's nothing like being live and sitting there on 18 green as they're hitting in on that final hole. So if I'm recommending something to fans as you're coming down here to Muirfield Village, have a little bit on the line, whether it's $5 or $10 or you want to be more aggressive, whatever. It's just fun to have a little bit on the line as they're coming down 18. And my recommendation is at 10 to 1, why not throw a little bit on Morikawa and kind of root for him today?
Especially if you already have money on Scheffler.
That's true.
And you want to hedge.
And you're hedging.
Yes. I on the 18th today, I want to have no nerves. I want Scotty to have a comfortable lead and just coast his way to victory.
You want to
That's
coast.
just my – and but hey, I'm sure people that have no skin in the game, they just want like a fantastic finish. I get that. It's been a wonderful tournament. All right. I love this story. So Scotty is so good at golf betting. He has been – and you've heard me tell this story on the air before, but I know it. Not everybody listens to every second of the show, so people are hearing this for the first time. Scotty is so good at golf betting, he's been kicked off of multiple sites. And I don't mean multiple as in 2. Multiple sites because he's winning too much money on golf betting. They're like, you cannot do any more live betting on golf. Maybe not kicked off the site, but they will ban you from golf betting. My goal in life now that I'm married and I've had kids, you check those off the box. My goal now in life is to be so good at sports betting and whatever sport that I make so much money they have to kick me off of the site. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I think it's seriously, it's a great illustration of how good you are at this. I mean, I don't know of anybody else that's been kicked off of sports sites for gambling sites, and you've been kicked off of multiple because you're so damn good at golf betting.
Maybe one of my proudest things, right?
It should be. Your marriage, your kids, and then this, right?
Well, okay, so it's a lot different now. All right, this is a whole different ballgame in sports betting. But about 10 years ago, I discovered, and this was when we had to rely on offshore sites. So the first site I got kicked off was Bovada. And the reason why is they would make so many mistakes. All right, so where I remember there was a British Open where it let me parlay things that you should not parlay, not be able to because it's a correlated parlay. So I remember a British Open where I took a player to be the top European golfer. I took him to be and I parlayed that with winning the British Open. And to be the top, golfer from Great Britain. So if you're going to win the tournament, you're also going to be the top European, which if you're the top European, you're also going to be the top from Great Britain. So I was able to parlay. It was like a $2 bet to win $10,000, and it was one where once it came through, it was like, okay, you're off. You cannot make bets anymore. So
they
Bovada,
honored the bet, though?
They did end up honoring that bet, but I was kicked off Bovada, so that was frustrating.
That's hilarious.
But so then I had to go to a betting site called MyBookie. Again, these are offshore.
I remember that one. I used that for a little bit.
And MyBookie was one where it was the President's Cup. I remember this specifically, where I took that there would be a tie for the tournament, which, by the way, the odds on that were like 15 to 1. And then I put that the final score the exact correct score of the President's Cup would be, I think it was like 15.5 to 15.5. Well, if it's going to be a tie, it's going to be 15.5 to 15.5. So you should never be able to parlay those together. Well, that ended up being very close to happening. It didn't happen, but that was one of the reasons I ended up getting kicked off of my bookie. And then during COVID, one of my favorite things was on Thursday afternoons and Fridays was to find advantages where you would be watching these tournaments live, but the sites were slow to react to the betting lines. So you would have some shots that would come in and they would hit it close to the hole, and the sites wouldn't adjust the odds, but it would take a little bit of time for that to happen. Now, in sports betting, you don't have that.
No.
Now with the shot link, it is so much harder to take advantage of lines. Once you see a guy hit the ball to 3 or 4 feet, the odds are going to immediately change. But 4, 5, 6 years ago, that wasn't the case. So you could really take advantage of betting lines.
I even remember we were down doing a show from Lawrenceburg, Indiana,
Yes.
and we were watching. It was a Steelers game was on, and Roethlisberger got hurt. It looked like he was going to be knocked out of the game. And you're like George Costanza running out of a burning building, like knocking over old women and children to get to the kiosk so you can place money on whoever the Steelers were playing because Roethlisberger got knocked out of the game, and they hadn't adjusted the odds yet.
Yeah.
The Steelers were still heavy favorites, and they had to put in. I can't remember who they had to put in, but it was some
you got to do what you
terrible
gotta do.
backup quarterback.
Well, I remember when Andrew Luck retired. Like, it was such an out-of-the-nowhere
I was doing a
thing.
fantasy draft that night.
Yeah.
And a guy, yes.
And
yeah.
I had my son Spencer, who is now 8 at the time, but I think it was maybe 2, maybe, how many was it, 5, 6, 7 years ago that this happened, who was on my lap, and I'm like, okay, Spencer, you got to go over here because I got to get this bet in on the Colts, I think I took the Texans at the point to win the division because Andrew Luck was this surprise retirement. So you got to be quick on the trigger.
Speaking of being quick on the trigger and Scotty making you money via golf betting, up next is Best Bets on the Money.
Winners of the prestigious Platinum Microphone Award every year, given to the best radio station in the world. No need to look it up. It's real. The Fan.
We always come through for you when you need us to. That's ECO's promise to you. And for AC repair and installation, that means today, not tomorrow. If you have an air-conditioned breakdown, we'll get a tech out to your home today. Or we'll give you a year's EcoFi Advantage membership for free. And make no mistake, we're a repair, not replace company. Our techs are trained to give you all your repair options. Sometimes, though, it just makes more financial sense to replace. And that's where we really come through for you when you need us to. Because we'll replace your AC system same day. No sleeping overnight in a hot, humid house. Or we'll take $1,500 off the cost of your new system and provide you with portable AC units for your bedroom. That's what coming through for you when you need us to means. So if you need AC repair, call ECO for same-day service. We'll get your home cool again. We'll make it happen today.
At GetEco.com.
Hey friends, Brandon Beam here for Truehold. If you had a crystal ball, you wouldn't agonize over when to sell your home. You would just ask these questions. Should I sell when my home's value is sky high? Or wait and hope that the bottom doesn't drop out of the housing market? The thing is, I'm not ready to move. You don't need a crystal ball with Truehold's Sell and Stay program. You can literally sell now and stay in your home as long as you'd like. When you sell your home to Truehold for its best current value, you can fully cash out on your home's equity, and you can stay in your home as long as you want with an easy, affordable lease. Truehold pays property taxes, insurance, and all the maintenance and upkeep, too. Truehold unlocks your wealth without uprooting your life. You can get an offer now while your home's value is sky high and use the money to secure your retirement, pay off bills, or finance your dreams. It's your money. Do whatever you want with it. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's best value without moving. Again, that's Truehold.com.
Oh no, this storm really did a number on my roof.
You need to get that fixed before it gets worse.
I know, but finding a good roofing company is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Actually, there's only one good roofing company you need to know. Nitro Roofing. Family owned, specializing in residential roofing, and they finish the job quickly without cutting corners.
Wow, sounds like they're the real deal.
Absolutely. Call Nitro Roofing today. Use code TheFan10 for 10% off. Call 614-714-5693 or visit nitroroofing.com.
The Fan is your home for the Dallas Cowboys.
No, we're not. You can't say that. Take two.
The Fan is your home home of the Buckeyes. Yes, that's right. Same thing, but more playoff success. Now give Big Voice Guy another brandy. Thank you, The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Thinking of popping the question? Diamonds Direct has an offer you can't miss. This month only, buy a natural diamond engagement ring of 1 carat plus and receive a free natural 1 carat diamond tennis bracelet valued at $2,000. Imagine giving her the ring of her dreams and her wedding gift all at once. No one provides education, selection, and value like Diamonds Direct. Your chance to get a free tennis bracelet from your friends at Diamonds Direct won't last long. Details at diamondsdirect.com.
Hey, what's up, Buckeye Nation? It's Cardale Jones. Join me Saturday, July 20th at Huntington Park for the Smiths Cardale Jones charity softball game presented by Monogram Homes and the U.S. Air Force. Come check out former Buckeye greats take on this year's current Buckeye stars such as Emeka Ibuka, Jaden Ballard, and many more. Come see and meet the Buckeyes before they hit the field this fall. Gates open at 5 p.m. Contests and prizes all night long. Home run derby at 6:30 and the game to follow. Tickets available at BuckeyeCruise.com. Why picnic when you can Smicknick? Get your $10 tickets now at BuckeyeCruise.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu.
Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Right Way Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
D. Biddle's favorite kind of psychology is reverse psychology. You're listening to On the Money.
Presented by ESPN Bet, the official sports book of ESPN. What a play.
All right, we are back on the money, and it is a full house edition of On the Money. We bring in our friends, Anthony Rothman, Tim Hall, and Jeff Tito Thidoff, a 5-man booth. One of the cool things about covering the Memorial Tournament with the Fan is we all get a little bit of crossover, right? We're all in one place for an entire week. 35 hours of live coverage on the Fan this week, and it has been a blast, and it's been a perfect week. So we welcome you guys aboard. And betting edition, guys, we know Scotty Scheffler has a 4-shot lead heading into the final round. I want to get your guys' percentage chance that you think Scotty Scheffler shuts the door and wins this tournament. Anthony, let's start with you.
90%.
That's funny. That's exactly my percentage. Tim?
I'm going to be more like 99.5%.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim.
It's done.
Thank you.
Off.
I'm going 100%. Look, his last 4 times he's led after 54 holes, he's won the event. Last 4 times, lead 54, he wins the event. He's not going to lose today.
You know, Scotty, I don't really think he has a chance.
No, you don't.
I don't think Scheffler has any chance of winning today.
I've never been kicked off the betting website, too, so you probably shouldn't listen to me.
Yeah.
And the amazing
thing, I think 90% sounds about right.
Is, again, in the history of the Memorial Tournament, we have seen 10 guys come back from 4 or more shots behind in a final round. But, again, they weren't chasing, of course, the world number 1, Scotty Scheffler, who's won 4 out of the last 7 tournaments. All right, Anthony, if Scotty Scheffler, again, in sports betting, you can do a bet where you can take the bet where you take away the guy who has a significant lead. In this case, Scotty Scheffler. So you can bet who's going to finish second in the tournament. Now, for you, is it Morikawa, or where are you going?
Yeah,
for the
I mean, for me, it's Morikawa. I mean, I don't like that he's in the last group if I'm trying to, pick him second. So sometimes he'll either have a great round and he'll win, or he'll just dump and go the other way. But he's been great since the Masters, and I don't think his iron game's coming along. I would say Morikawa has a chance. In fact, what's the bet? Is he minus 450, Scheffler? What is he?
550.
550?
Yeah.
So what does that imply? Like 85, 87%, something like that?
85%,
All
yeah.
right, so if that's the case, then I do like Morikawa to finish second, though. I mean, it's not like – here's the deal. I know that Tito said 100%. It's not like he's averse to mistake. He has made some mistakes. His recoveries have been amazing. The fact that he hooked it left on 10 and got up and down from left, the fact that he did what he did, he made the triple at 9 and then makes birdie at 10. It's not like he can't make a mistake. I've heard people on the course say he doesn't ever make a mistake. That's false. He makes mistakes. He's just so damn good he can make up for them.
And the bounce back, right?
Right.
Triple on 9, comes back, birdie on 10. Yeah. All right, Tim, favorite moment of the week so far? We've been out here all week. What's your favorite thing? I know you've been all over this course. What's been the highlight for you?
I think, Anthony running up the hill on 9 towards 10 tee box to try to interview all these celebrities. That might be the best thing.
That was fun.
Old school.
He's a big fan of 80s movies, so he got his guy Rob Lowe. I know that was a big moment for him. Peyton Manning and Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, was here. That's about as powerful of a Pro-Am group as you are ever going to see. Rory, Peyton, Gonzo, and Star-Lord? I mean, are you kidding me? And then sub out Rory for Jason Day for the back 9.
Well, and when Anthony showed up on Wednesday, the first thing he told me is, I don't care about anyone else. I want to talk to Rob Lowe. And he got to do it, and the look on his face was incredible. All right, Thidoff, you got a show later today.
Yes.
Tell me what you got coming up.
Mecca Don's going to be on the show with us. We've got our John Gerber, our betting expert, on the show as well. Lots of talk of what's going on here, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs.
I'm just looking forward to hearing Tito rap with Mecca Don. That's going to be great. All right, that is our show for today. Thank you very much for joining us. But stick around for another live show here from the Memorial featuring Scotty Vegas and Anthony Rothman. This has been On the Money.
Matty Ice is currently bathing himself in creamy jalapeno dip. And I've officially run out of ways to tease this show. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Score free gifts for the greatest dad this Father's Day at Lowe's. Get 2 free select DeWalt tools with your purchase of a 20-volt max battery 2-pack, up to a $438 value. And get a free Werner 2-foot aluminum ladder with purchase of an 8-foot fiberglass ladder. Visit us in-store or online for more deals you can't beat. Lowe's knows dads. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 6/12. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
It was a quiet night in Columbus, maybe a little too quiet. Me, Philip Flapper, plumbing detective. I was finishing up for the night when she walked in. Long hair, 2 legs, a couple of arms, a nose, elbows. Pretty standard equipment for this neighborhood. I looked at her, she looked at me, and then we did that thing where we both spoke at the same time. What can I do for you? I'm sorry, that was awkward. We went on to talk about clogs, funny odors, water going down the drain too slow. This is above my pay grade, I told her, and gave her this website, apexpros.com. They're the pros who knows, the kinds of plumbers who don't mind getting their hands dirty. And believe me, what's down those pipes is dirty. Ugh. Call the pros, Apex Pros. And that was it. She walked out of my life, using those legs I told you about earlier.
Hi, it's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear from Apex Pros. Apex plumbers are the pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
Have you ever called a company and after hanging up the phone, felt a little nervous on who exactly they might be sending to your home? It's a common worry and one that we all face at some point. Well, when it comes to your roof, there's no need to worry because the Newman Roofing team has you covered. Our team of professionals arrive on time in marked company vehicles, and you'll always be greeted with a friendly, warm smile on their face. Our experts take the time to thoroughly educate you on the findings of your home, not only fixing your roof, but ensuring you understand every step of the process, giving you the peace of mind you deserve. That's why Newman Roofing has been the most trusted roofing company in Central Ohio for the last 32 years, and counting. So whether you need a small repair or full replacement, call the company you can trust. Newman Roofing at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.